All right, we have another trade that has went down. The three-way trade between the Chicago Bulls, the Orlando Magic, and the Charlotte Hornets. This is the details of it. The Bulls get Julian Stone. We got Orlando Magic getting Jerry Grant, who will be a restricted free agent next year, and they get Timofey Mozgov. Charlotte will get Bismack Biyombo. If you ask me who won this trade, I would say it's Charlotte, even though Bismack Biyombo does make more than Timofey Mozgov, but you get a whole lot more production out of that money, man. You know, Biyombo he makes $17 million. They got 2 years left. Well, they both had 2 years left on their contract, but you get a whole lot more for your money than just Timofey Mozgov, who I feel like, Orlando, they're just pretty much just gonna eat that contract, and you got to feel for Mozgov. Well, I guess you kind of can't because he's getting paid. You get traded for Dwight Howard, and then you get traded again. Like, Jesus Christ, man, because the Dwight Howard trade officially went down yesterday because the 6th is, and today's the 7th. It officially went down yesterday, and then less than 24 hours later, you get traded again. So, and then of course the Orlando Magic, they get a real good, promising guard in Jerry Grant. They are pretty much developing a real good team right now, man. And with Orlando, they're saving money. They get Mozgov $1 million cheaper. You can imagine they're probably just going to either buy him out, stretch provision him, probably next year, because that's what teams usually do when they stretch provision someone. They all lean on Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, Aaron Gordon. Now they got Jerry Grant, who can play point guard and shooting guard. Yeah, you probably play a little small forward as well. You still got Evan Fournier over there, man. The Orlando Magic, they got a real good, nice core, and I think they still got Jonathan Simmons. As well. They got a real good, exciting team, man, that's going for them right now. And like I said, they're going to eat up that Timofey Mozgov contract. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls, they're all in on Zach LaVine. So Jerry Grant, they probably wasn't going to, extend him. So, and if you're wondering, like, why does Chicago get a guy like Julian Stone? NBA trade rules is this: you have to retain either the same amount or within 10% of the money you dish out. Because Charlotte dished out Mozgov, so they have to get back within 10% of $16 million, which is Biyombo. Magic just dished out $17 million. So they have to retain 10% of $17 million. Mozgov makes 16. Jerry Grant, makes like 2 something. So that's how that works. And there's probably someone who probably just thinks to themselves, like, why does Chicago only get this guy? Because, they have to retain within 10% of what they dished out. Now, unless, I guess, just keep it what I said. I don't want to confuse nobody, but that's the rule in the NBA trade world. So this is a summary of, pretty low key kind of trade, but to me it makes sense in regards to the Charlotte Hornets. They get Biyombo, who, I think it was said that they drafted him. So, the Hornets get a serviceable center. They get what they want. They get the value for what they paying them for. You get the Magic, they save $1 million, and they get a guard that they will plug in. He can be the starter, or he can be a bench guy. Plays the point guard, plays the shooting guard position. That team is really exciting right now. And Mozgov, if he's able to play, probably give you 10 to 12 minutes a game. But you can imagine they're probably going to stretch provision him or something like that, buy him out. They probably just gonna eat that contract. They just want Jerry Grant, and of course the Bulls, they probably want to go re-up Jerry Grant, so they get, Julian Stone. Really don't know much about that guy, but yeah, pretty low key trade, but You know, the Charlotte Hornets, they got the guy they want. Anything else pops up, I'll be right here. 1, 2, 3, y'all.